Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. I upload videos about nail polish, nail care, and hand care. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely consider subscribing. In today's video, we'll be going over all the polishes that I wore for the month of August. Altogether, I wore about 8 manicures, 9 if you consider like a base coat-ish polish, but 8 actual manicures. Usually I wear my polishes for about 2 to 3 days. Ideally, I would like to switch it up every other day. If I could do daily, then I would. And sometimes I do if I have the time. For the month of August, there were some polishes that I wore for a week, some that I wore for a couple of days, some that I wore for maybe like 4 days. And then I did take some breaks in between just because time and life. The first polish that I wore was not technically a polish, more so like a base coat slash like protector, but it was one of these Zoya Naked Perfection polishes. I actually don't even have a picture of my nails when I took it. They were a bit on the longer side when I was wearing this. August started off really busy for me, so I just didn't have the time to pick a polish to wear for probably, I'd say, the first like couple days of August. So and the one that I wore, I can't find the bottle anywhere for the life of me. I thought I left it in my car. It's not there, it's not in my house, it's not in any of my bags. It'll show up eventually. But it was the more, I don't think it was the nude one, it was more on the brown side. If I can find a photo of it, I'll definitely insert it so you guys can see it. Next, I wore Olive Ave Polish Lisa, and I was not expecting this to be as bright as it was. So I mean, looking at it in the bottle, I was like, oh, this is a bright, fun one for August, for the summer. Definitely, I'm gonna put it on. Painted my nails, and I was like, wow, this polish is so bright. It's so gorgeous. Love it. I've never received so many compliments on a polish from all sorts of people. Like literally strangers, people at work, men, women, everybody. It was such a pretty shade. I can definitely see myself wearing this for summers moving forward. I actually wore it when it was a gloomy day, which I love wearing bright polishes when it's like a rainy day, because it just accentuates how bright and glowy they are. So it just topped it off even better. The next polish I wore was from Bluebird Lacquer, called Have a Field Day. This polish I actually got in my goodie bag from the Polish and Beauty Expo this past July. And I wanted to wear that polish since I first saw it. I literally had it on my desk, had it ready to go, was going to wear it. And I kept just putting it off because I was like, oh, I want to wear something bright. I want to wear a neon. And finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to paint my nails with this color. And I'm so happy I did because it's absolutely gorgeous. And again, my nails were a little bit longer when I wore this polish. But I only needed 2 coats. I don't know if you're able to even get this anymore. I think it was just exclusive to the Polish and Beauty Expo, but you guys can still see how glorious it was. Unfortunately, I only have like a short clip of it in the sun. Usually I get photos on my way into work. So like in car lighting or on my way into like the building, unless I go outside on my break and like catch something, or on my way back to the car. So yes. The next one I wore is from Lacquer, called Neon Lights. Ooh, that baby was bright. So this day we ended up going to Canopy Lake Park. We took the kids. So I wanted to wear something fun, something bright, something that screamed summer. And that one was definitely it. Just 2 coats, that's all you needed. It was perfect. I actually went on one of the rides with the kids. It was like a haunted, scary ride. And there was black lights, and it glowed in black light. So I was like, oh, cool, even better. The next polish I wore is from Ella and Mila, and it's called Zephyr. So over on my Instagram, I do something called Mainstream Mani Mondays. So every Monday I try to incorporate a mainstream polish just to kind of motivate me to go into my mainstream collection, because you can get so caught up in the indie world and just fall down a big black hole, because there's so many gorgeous polishes, and literally there's so many new launches every month that you just, I mean, at least I just forget about my mainstreams. So I wanted to do something that can actually maybe go into my collection, maybe even like dibble dabble into like nail art as well. But I decided on this Monday that I was going to wear Zephyr. My nails were actually shorter by the time I got this one on, so I just needed 2 coats. That was it. And I caught it in a little bit of sunlight. Like I said, I couldn't catch it in that like strong sunlight so you guys could really see that hollow. But trust me when I tell you, it's gorgeous. I have it right here so you can see like there's definitely like that hollow flame is strong. So I wore that polish for about a week because it was just such a busy week and I just did not have time to change anything up. But it honestly, it held up pretty well. I mean, I just did my regular sticky base coat. I've actually been loving the So Clingy base coat from Lacquer. I was using Glisten and Glow like sticky base coat. I love that one as well, but I got this one in PR, so I was like, let me just give it a try, and it's actually been working out pretty well for me. Any polish that I wear over it will last me a good amount of time. So, but yeah, so I wore Ella and Mila Zephyr for a week, and then I changed it up to a mainstream polish from OPI, and that one is Rust and Relaxation. So that one is actually from the new fall collection that they launched this year. I love, if I wear red polish, I want it to be more towards like the orange side. I love the orange undertones in a red polish. At least I like how it looks on me. One of my absolute favorite polishes is from China Glaze called Hey Sailor. It's a red, but it leans a little orange, so absolutely love it. Love those kinds of reds. Of course, you know I need reflective glitter in the mix, so I wore Bee's Knees Lacquer Tooty Stinkfoot, and it's this like swampy lime green shade. I love ugly, pretty, or prugly shades, whatever you want to call them. Those are my jam. Absolutely love it. I love how plump it looks when you use like a glitter smoother over a reflective, like textured kind of polish. I love that plump look. It just looks so good. I actually wore a lot of Bee's Knees Lacquer. Another one that I wore is Wait For Me Where the Land Meets the Sea. And it's like this aqua, oceany, baby blue. Let's just say aqua. Also with reflective glitter, of course. But yes, that finish where it just looks so plump and juicy, love it. Another Bee's Knees Lacquer polish that I wore was called Real Monsters Look Like Me and You. I wore this because my son wanted me to wear this for the longest. And I was like, no, I don't want to wear it. When he asked me to wear it, my nails were on the longer side. And I knew I was gonna need a blurring base coat, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So when I chopped them down, I was like, all right, I'll throw it on. But honestly, it just wasn't my jam, not my favorite. I did do 3 coats, even with the super short nails that I had, and it was okay. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. And another polish I wore was from Great Lakes Lacquer, and this is the Promise of Spring. Oh my goodness. So I didn't really know how to feel about this one. I loved it when it wasn't in direct sunlight. I don't know, it just, something about it being in direct sunlight, I wasn't feeling it, but in indirect sunlight, like in outdoor lighting, it was stunning. I only did about 2 coats, I think, maybe 3, I can't really remember. But I love the shade of purple it was. I love the flakies that are in it, or that were in it. But it was just like I like it, but not looking at my nails in the sunlight. But yeah, those are all of the polishes that I wore for the month of August. Hopefully I can squeeze in a little more for the month of September. It was a busy month for me. September, I know it's going to be a busy month already. But polish is what gets me in my happy place. It makes me feel relaxed. Looking down at my nails when they're done, when I have fresh paint on them, it just makes me feel good. And it makes me feel like I can just get whatever I need done, if that makes any sense. But I'm sure if you love polish just as much as me, then you'll feel the same way. Always a freaking hair on my face, dude. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one.